Chapter 13. The First Step to Freedom. How to Banish Self-Imposed Barriers. There are thousands of wines that can take over our minds. Don't think all ecstasies are the same. Jalaluddin Rumi. Are you still squeamish about self-pleasure and showing your partner what you like? Beliefs and values filter our perceptions, our view of events and experiences. They make up our internal map for understanding the world that constitutes our reality. It is from this level that we decide which of the massive amounts of stimuli bombarding us we will pay attention to and which to automatically delete. How do we decide whether we are successful or not? Why is it that some people have a hard time with money, even though they are bright and well-educated? With others, why do they have a hard time in relationships and maintaining good health? What really motivates us in life? Empowering beliefs and values are the basis of useful, flexible behavior and workable understanding of life. These foundations provide a way to measure how we are living up to our ideals. It is here we decide what provides pleasure and what we should fear as a potential source of pain. In the past, books of folk medicine would tell readers that self-pleasure would affect your mind, make you stupid and intellectually weaker. Or maybe someone told you self-pleasure is wrong, called it a sin, which indicates that there is some sort of outside influence at work within you. If this is true, then you are suffering with two opposing views in your head. On one hand, you feel self-pleasure is wrong. On the other hand, it feels good, and part of you wants to engage in it. These two opposing feelings and beliefs in one brain will cause anxiety. This anxiety is like a super strain of termites that eat away, weaken, and eventually destroy the foundation of our empowerment, our healing. To understand this type of anxiety, it is useful to better understand the level they attack: beliefs and values. Beliefs create the fabric of our internal maps, the canvas on which we paint our life, the rules and expectations for how and why things happen as they do. Grab your notebook and let's figure out why you are feeling the way you do. Beliefs exercise. Ask yourself these questions, learn some of your beliefs. Take a few minutes right now and in your notebook write, if blank happens, it is because blank took place. I should blank. I can't blank. I have to blank. You always, I'm not very, is too hard. When someone does, it means. Next, let's look at your values. Values are the driving motivational force of human behavior. What we fear will be painful, and what we anticipate will bring pleasure. We all have values. Most of us just do not know what we value. Values are our deepest core motivators, either positive or negative emotional states. They are more abstract than beliefs and are usually described in one or two words: freedom, rejection, peace of mind, humiliation, depression, security, adventure, learning. Each single value has a number of beliefs or rules attached to it that serve as measurements of whether we are or are not getting the value. There might well be more rules or beliefs connected with this primary value of being a full, sexually content human. Consider a value to be like a crystal wine glass and beliefs the wine that goes in the glass. Even when beliefs disempower us, many times we are convinced we are unable to change them. And the kicker here is that there is an element of mistaken validity to this because disempowering beliefs have a positive intent. Our preconscious part will hold on to the positive intent, and therefore the thought anxiety itself. The real fact is that we are all changing over time without concentrated effort. What are things that 10 years ago you knew were absolutely true, that today you would brush off as humorous or even embarrassing that you once believed? Value exercise. Take a few minutes to make note of and credit yourself with your changes over the past 10 years right now. Thinking about natural changes over the years allows us to change beliefs by modeling the way they naturally change unconsciously. Ask yourself, do I really want to be sexually satisfied? Is the path to getting a full, robust sex life worth setting aside values that may only be in place because you have never needed to change them? Are I ready to change for the better and succeed? Means values. Money, love relationships, and rewarding careers are examples of means, the vehicles to experiencing certain emotional states. Ends values. In the end, do you really want stacks of paper with pictures of deceased presidents on them? The question, what is important to you about having money, usually gets answers such as security, freedom, power. These are the ends values behind having money. For example, relationships are means toward having a feeling of connection, feeling passion, feeling in love, not feeling lonely. A rewarding love life is a means toward a state of feeling connected, feeling loved through the intimacy you both want. End values provide the emotional juice behind any goal. Moving toward values. These are positive states of anticipation toward pleasure. I love learning new things. I thrive on making my partner happy. I want passion and excitement in my love relationship. I enjoy being with my partner. Moving away from values. These are states and situations we would do almost anything to avoid. I'll never be blunt like my mother is. I'm not going to be poor. I can't stand a rigid, overbearing person. A problem with being motivated by moving away from values is that we are focusing on what we do not want. What we put our attention on becomes our awareness. The person who says they will not be like their mother has a good chance of turning out just like their mother. Moving away from values frequently signals significant unhealed emotional experiences from the past. Change for the better. Even though changing beliefs quickly is not generally as quick and simple as changing your trousers or hairstyle, it is relatively easy with the proper tools and support. Changing the values connected with limiting beliefs is easier to do and produces more profound results. Just take this one step at a time, give it a chance, and let it flow. Consider that since values take the form of more abstract consciousness, one changed core value may be the conduit for a whole bottle of wine. The limiting beliefs flowing in with the values. You need to get into the growth mindset, not the old value disempowering mindset, which makes life so much fuller and fulfilling. The growth mindset is, when you are in a positive, growth-oriented mindset, when proving yourself is not your main goal, when you acknowledge that you can still be the best that you can be, when you open your being to learn, unlearn, relearn what is essential for you right now, you believe in yourself. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about others. This is when you get in the flow and enable yourself to achieve your greatest potential. This is when the ideas just come, when the execution feels easy, when you know that you are moving beyond your present self, when you are doing your great work, and that nothing will stand in your way.